I lost them when I was in my addiction, so I didn't really realize, it didn't really hit me that much when I was in my addiction that I had lost my brother until after I started getting off of drugs. Like, and then I was like, it started, all the memories of them started coming back, and then I was like, man, I need to do something about. Before we came to the mission, we were living out in the streets. We were living, my kids were living with their grandma, and we were living in the alley out of a tent. Well, not really a tent. It was, we made
A little clubhouse.
yeah, we made a house out of box and like cloth and all kinds of other stuff. And we would use crates for the bottom, and then we put a bed that we found in the street on top. And we were living like that for like a few months.
5 months.
Yeah, for like about 5 months until the city came by and told us we couldn't be there no more. Like,
He used to pick me up on a double bike. In a double bike so we could go get high. And
yeah, go to drugs together.
yeah, so, and that's when we first met. So then from there, I had my daughter, came back, and then he was around and I seen him again, and that's when I said, that's when we started getting high together, and then we stopped. I mean, we were getting high together, and then I had my son. I got pregnant from him again. I have two. Well, one time I lost my baby. I was 3 months pregnant, and I was going through it because I was happy that I was pregnant again. And next, and I was carrying that baby with me for 3 months, and I was sad, but that's when we made me got into drugs even more.
She had, I guess, decided to get off drugs, but I didn't know because she didn't tell me nothing. So she started staying in her mom's house, and she never came back outside of her mom's house. So I was thinking that she wanted to like leave me in the street. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get out of here. So then nobody wanted me no more. That's how I felt. So then after that, I jumped on the train thinking I'm gonna leave somewhere far away, and the train didn't go nowhere. It just went to the next city over, which was Wilmington. So and then that's how I ended up getting on drugs, because I left with my first baby mama, and I started staying with my sister, going through a little depression, and that's when I started using drugs because I didn't know how to cope with the issues that I was dealing with at the time. So and then I started using drugs, and then slowly but surely I started getting into them more heavily, and then I got into a detox place, and I was there for like 3 months. And when I was in there, I thought my wife didn't want to be with me no more, until one day she came and she told me that she did want to be with me, and she wanted to do the whole sobriety thing together and be together. So I was like, okay, well, I left from there, and we started staying in her mom's house. So now we came here, and I seen that that's all good people right here. They started helping us. They welcomed us in with open arms, and we started being here, and we started taking the program seriously, running the program. And then I don't know, I just love this place, and it's been helping me out.
It changes.
Yeah, it changes. It helped us to find Christ, because my faith was, when I was in the street and I was on drugs, I started sort of losing faith in God. I started questioning if there was a God. And then when I came here, I started finding.
What I always told you though, babe.
Yeah, don't lose faith in God. So now
Don't you have faith? Don't you have faith? But then,
because I have lost a few loved ones in my life. So when I lost my two brothers, I just sort of I lost them when I was in my addiction. So I didn't really realize, it didn't really hit me that much when I was in my addiction that I had lost my brother until after I started getting off of drugs. My little brother, he died on 2019. On
July 1st.
Yeah, July 1st, 2019, and I didn't hear about it until my mom called me and just told me that they had killed my little brother. And I was stuck in my addiction. I didn't know how to take it, so I wasn't able to deal with with the grieving part of it, really, because my mom had just told me, and I was like, oh man, I wasn't there for them. So it just made me feel real real sad and depressed at the time, but I wasn't really showing it because I was so angry. So I still to this day don't really know what happened to my little brother. And then and I never really had no
Closure.
He had no closure of what happened to him or nothing. And then I was trying to make it over here to see my older brothers. That was 2 years after I lost my little brother. And I was still dealing with my little brothers passing away. And then 2 years after that, my mom had called me and said, "Oh yeah, they killed your older brother too." I just felt at that point like I was in a dream. Like I felt like everything wasn't real. But and then still at the same time I was in my addiction. I stopped caring about things. I wanted to start giving up on my own life. And I realized that I gotta put God first before everything, because God is the only one that can help people. Like, because He's been helping me in my sobriety and my life and stuff. And the more I started putting my faith more in Jesus, it just, things started happening, doors started opening up. Like,
You got a job?
yeah, first I did a little running thing. I ran like a half a marathon. But it's called a up and running organization. I did that. I joined that and I completed the half a marathon. And then I was like, okay, well, whatever else they have that pops up here, I'm just gonna start joining things so that I can stay busy and keep my mind motivated, like to do other things. And then after that, another thing popped up, which was a 5 Keys custodial program. I joined that, and it was a 5-week program. I completed that, graduated that, and then shortly after that, they gave me a job. So all the stuff that I lost, I got it back, all thanks to God, you know what I mean? Like, it just helped me out in so many different ways. And thanks to my family too for never giving up on me, and my kids and my wife. I love them so much, and I don't want to let them down no more. That's it. I don't want to let them give up on them no more. I just want to try to do all I could to be there for them.
Our goals after the year program, after the year program, is that we're gonna be reunited as a family, and get our apartment, and for us to have a job before we get the apartment, and have a job and be together once again as a family, and better this time without being on drugs.
Yes.
And
put God before everything.
Our kids right now, my son is doing good and my daughter's doing good in school. Now that my kids are with me, with us now, even though we're separated, but it's still good right now, because I'm trying to be a mother to be towards my kids now. My daughter's in ROTC in Poly High School, and my son, he's doing good now, because he's in school every day, and I'm doing my best to make sure my kids go to school every day and on time, because we don't want to leave here and then be
relapse on drugs
or try to fight each other. We're just trying to make sure that we're okay, not okay, but like in the good best of our kids and in our relationship as well.
I told myself, man, I'm just gonna put God before everything.
Yeah.
So I told myself, if I eat, sleep, and breathe Jesus, then it'll be hard for the devil to come into my head and to try to take over my mind and my thoughts. Because, it's not, when you're walking with God, it's not no easy walk, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
it's hard walk, because sometimes, you know what I mean, the enemy of the devil, he'll send people or different things saying your way.
Even your wife, your kid, your husband. I was on drugs for 28 years, and just because I was on drugs for 28 years, and don't ever think that you cannot stop doing the drugs, because if you seek yourself to the Lord, trust me, you'll change.
Yes, that's true.
And He will never give up on you, so don't forget that, that He's always there to listen, and you know what I mean, and trust me, you will. Look at us.
Yeah.
Naomi, Jesse, grab your kids real fast. Come on up here. They finished a year here too.
Yep.
Right? In high school, in ROTC, this young man, you listen to him talk. He knows the gospel. He loves Jesus. He's borne witness to transformation. I am so proud of you. And I'd like to offer you a job.